In a relationship? Question mark.
What are your guys' plans for the future of this channel?
Are you guys Filipino? What ethnicity are you too? In my opinion, you both look Filipino.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. All right, so this video has been a long time coming, right?
Yeah, we've been putting this off for a little while. It was supposed to be 100K, but now we're almost at 200K. But we were holding off because I just really wanted Matty to be here in person, finally, back in California where you belong. Yeah. But it feels good to be back in the studio. I wanted to take a second before we start Q&A to display this. Yeah, it's been quite a journey. I didn't think we'd be able to achieve this that quickly. When we started this channel, it was mostly, us just trying to hang out, trying to reconnect with family. But ironically, in the process, we've just built an entirely new family. So thanks for being here with all of us.
Should we answer some questions now?
Yeah, let's do it.
We appreciate all the questions you asked. Some of these are really good, and some of these are really bad. Are you guys brothers IRL? How did you become friends? Yeah, we met in first grade. Kind of just hit it off from there. Ended up having the same last name, same haircuts, same sweaters.
Are you guys Filipino? Okay, next. What ethnicity are you too? In my opinion, you both look Filipino.
In your opinion.
So, I don't know, to be honest. Yes and no.
What?
Technically, we were both born and raised Vietnamese. Our parents are both Vietnamese. But the reason I say yes and no is because I took a DNA test. And the test, however accurate it may be, quote unquote, said that we're only 80% Vietnamese. And the other 20% could possibly be Filipino because it circled an area. We're included the Philippines and Singapore and the Polynesian Islands and stuff. And so I took the results to Dad and I asked him why does it look like this? And Dad said that, well, first of all, he said that he didn't know his mom because she died in childbirth. So he doesn't know her full history, but he said that our grandpa, his dad, they don't actually know his ethnicity because he grew up in an orphanage. So it's very possible that we could be Filipino and we just don't know. And we didn't really analyze that test any further.
It could be anything.
I mean, we could be Samoan, for all I know.
Could be.
Share some bloodline with a rock.
Could be.
Don't look like it.
What are y'all's go-to coffee orders? It's a very revealing question about somebody.
So my go-to order is just straight black coffee.
Yeah.
Iced, black, no sugar, no sweetener.
It depends on the time of year, but yeah, that or cold brew. Also just black.
When I was a kid, our dad would drive us to school and he would always have with him this mug of just deep black coffee, no sugar ever. And I remember every morning when we would get in the car, he would just if this was his coffee, he would get in the car, sit down, take a sip.
I think the sound, huh?
that
sound, I remember that.
Because he knew that he would, after he dropped us off, he would drive an hour to work.
That's true, yeah. He had to go so far.
But that was him preparing his mind for that drive.
It was that white and red Vegas cup, right?
Yeah. Las Vegas.
Congratulations. By the way, do you two ever fight?
The answer is no. We probably fought before, right? In the past?
Wrestled.
I don't think we ever even wrestled.
Well, yeah, because you were one of those mutant children who went through the growth spurt when they're 10.
Yeah.
So you were twice the size of me.
Yeah, at a wrestling age, when we would have wrestled, I was 3 times his body size.
But then you stopped growing. How do you study when you're sleepy or drowsy?
Well, the answer is you don't study when you're sleepy or drowsy. You take a break. Yeah, you don't want to just keep pushing through. You want to give your mind a chance to recollect itself and regain focus. If you're in a rush, what you can do, according to Andrew Huberman, you can try that double inhale exhale technique that he always does. He basically goes like this. And you just do that 15 times, and you can feel your body start to release adrenaline because that's circuitry.
It's a sympathetic activation, right?
Yeah. So you can regain a little bit of focus that way. For the most part, don't push yourself through when you're sleepy or drowsy. Go set a timer and take a little nap or something. What are each of your top 3 favorite anime?
Gotta give the crown to Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
Still number one for me. The story is just too good. I would put Jujutsu Kaisen as a close 2. And then a tie between like Demon Slayer and or Kuroko Basketball.
I would say Hunter, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer. I really like Haikyuu too, though.
Yeah, Haikyuu's good.
Yeah.
How was your journey to 100K? And have you ever thought of quitting YouTube? And what keeps you motivated to work, study, and make videos all at the same time?
We like having multiple projects to work on. It's nice to have something academic like medicine, and it's also nice to have something very creative like our YouTube and music. But luckily for us, a lot of the content that we do on YouTube and in our real world, it overlaps. And so the more medicine we do, the more we learn, and the more we learn about productivity and health, the more we can take back to our channel. And the more that we do on our channel and on YouTube, we can take back into the real world and apply it there too. So that motivation is just like a snowball effect.
A big part for me is connecting with a lot of people.
Oh, definitely.
You guys definitely are a huge motivation for us to continue making these videos. Just one, care about what we have to say, but also think the same way that we do. Like, we're family, guys. It's so cool that, you know, we all have the same mindset and approach on life. And, you know, one day we should all just get together and just have a party.
Oh, yeah. We definitely should throw that party. We'll provide the music.
We'll provide the music.
And snacks.
LA Meetup 2022.
For sure.
With Mike and Matty. Who wants to be there? Favorite drink while studying?
Water?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm just going to go with water. I think people also drink a lot more water than they think they need. It's like if your kidneys are working fine, then you don't really need to keep drinking water.
Yeah. My roommate in college had this thing where whenever he was studying, he didn't drink coffee. Whenever he was studying, he always had a jug of water next to him. And he was like, I need to keep drinking water because if I've constantly had the urge to pee, then I'm not going to fall asleep and I'm not going to get tired while studying.
That's terrible.
That sounds so bad.
That sounds incredibly
so
stressful.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, the entire time. Where are you originally from?
Orange County, California.
Yeah, OC baby.
Looks like an incomplete sentence, but in a relationship? Question mark. Are any other you dating? Question mark. Is any of you dating? Is any of you dating? Question mark. It's all the same person here. I think it might be a little too early in our career to answer this question. I don't know. Like maybe we need to gain more subs to unlock this question. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe not something publicly, but always feel free to slide in the DMs if you have a personal question. Who do you think is the better brother?
In terms of what?
Yeah.
I'd say.
Because obviously me.
Who's the better brother in the kitchen? Okay, I'll probably say Matty. Probably. You cook more than me. Way more than me.
Yeah. Thanks.
But if you're saying like, you know, who's the better brother in terms of looks, I mean, the answer's pretty obvious.
Same person asked. Why are you guys so hot? Nice. How tall are you both? We're lucky that we're the same height, which is nice.
We are the same height. We'll give you that much.
Say like 5'9", 5'10" with shoes on.
I was gonna say we're anywhere between 5'10" and 6 feet tall.
With the proper shoes. How do you maintain a social academic balance in college/medical school?
One of the skills that freed up a lot of our time so that we had more balance to spend time with family and friends and study and all that stuff is our ability to focus, right?
Yeah.
To like, we can set a goal, and if we knew we had to get it done, we would just be able to sit down and just laser focus and just get it done.
Yeah. We could follow through on projects that we needed to.
Yeah. I'd say that's the biggest factor in us being able to find balance in our life.
¿Ustedes pueden hablar algo de español?
Yo no hablo mucho español. Lo siento. Hi, Mike and Matty. When will RemNote come to iOS? I desperately need it for exams.
Soon.
What inspired you to start this channel? And you helped me a lot. Thanks for your amazing content. Yeah, I mean, for me, one of the things that really pushed me was having to teach the same thing to my patients over and over and over again. And so what I started doing in residency was just recording myself, teaching them about whatever disease they had, like diabetes or blood pressure or something. And then when they went home, they were able to just listen it again and again. And the next time they saw me, they were so much more educated and it saved so much more time. So I thought, why can't I just do that and post it online and have all my patients watch it? And then I figured, why can't I just review medical products and just put it online too? And then from there, we realized that it's kind of hard to do medical stuff because there's so much like liability and people just bombard you with medical questions. And so we just kind of gravitate our channel towards what it is now.
Before Mike reads the next question, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these hangout sessions and want to listen to more podcasty type content from us, then definitely check out Mood in Mind, which is our weekly audio newsletter. Our newsletter is hosted by Squarespace, who also happen to be the sponsor of this video. They've been our favorite website builder ever since we started our online journey and make it easy for us to run a blog, newsletter, share music, and basically build our entire home on the internet where we can hang out and connect with all of you. One of our upcoming goals is to set up a merch store with super comfy study gear. And not surprisingly, Squarespace also has us covered with a built-in online store feature. So if you're ever interested in conveniently starting your own online journey like us, definitely check out Squarespace, and by using our special link in the description below, you'll get a nice discount to get you started.
How did you manage mental health during stressful periods, i.e. med school, residency, pre-med, etc.?
I guess I would just give some practical advice since I could talk for too long about mental health. There's two things I think that really help me get through stressful periods. One is meditation. I think that a lot of people don't take enough time to really sit with themselves and really discover who they are as a person and why they're feeling stressed out in the first place. So once you kind of have those moments where you sit down with your own thoughts and you realize where they're coming from, it kind of opens your eyes to realize that you are not your thoughts. Like, you're having thoughts, but those thoughts don't change how things play out. And that's something that meditation really did for me. Like, I could sit there and ruminate on this thought all day long, but nothing comes from it. And the next thing is to just surround yourself with people that you like. The science is pretty sound in saying that people thrive with interaction, and we need connection. So don't stay locked up for too long. Did you guys want to pursue something else before pursuing medicine? No. Yes. Yeah.
Honestly, no for me.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, you can go first. What was yours?
Well, I mean, like every child has childhood dreams,
Oh,
It's like when I was like growing up, like 10 years old, I didn't think about becoming a doctor. I just wanted to be a freaking movie star or something.
I just wanted to be an astronaut. I mean, I didn't think about what I wanted to be at all. I knew I wanted to become a doctor as soon as high school. So it didn't leave much room for creativity there.
So Mike's boring is what he's saying.
So there's this thing that Vietnamese people do. I don't know if all Asian cultures do it. Basically, when you turn 1 year old, your parents like display a bunch of different objects in front of you, and then they just let you have at it and see which object you want to play with. So for example, your parents can put out like a calculator. If you pick that, then it would indicate that you like math or accounting or something like that. So for me, mom and dad said that I gravitated immediately towards the scissors. And in Vietnamese culture, that indicates doctor, because doctor and surgeon in Vietnam are kind of similar.
How old were you when you did this?
You do it when you're 1 year old.
Oh.
Like for everybody in our culture.
Huh.
So you should probably ask mom to see what you did, because she did it for all of us. And so it was like basically fate, or like I had no choice. My path was chosen when I was 1.
That just reminds me of an episode in The Office when Dwight Schrute suspects that Angela's child is his, and then he puts money or a beat in front of his baby, and he goes for the beat. Do you have something you'd call purpose? If you feel like it, please share. Love you guys.
Purpose. That is such a deep existential question.
It is.
But it's something that we should probably talk more about on our channel, especially for a lot of students when we're talking about like finding your career path or finding happiness in life. You want to think about purpose, definitely. You want to think about passion. You want to think about proficiency, personality, like all these there's another framework. Another framework here.
Purpose and passion are different.
Yeah,
I think that's a big distinction that
they're definitely different.
People need to make. Passion is something that you're really into and you feel like you can't live your life without. And then from something that you're passionate about, you build your purpose. And purpose is kind of where you expand that idea into influencing other people or helping other people. So that's kind of like the relationship that I see with those two. So you discover your purpose from your passion.
I kind of thought about it as like, personally, my purpose kind of came from my identity, the way we were raised, the way we grew up, our parents, their story. It kind of bleeds into my story, and that's how I found my purpose. Our parents came to this country as refugees. They didn't have much. And so growing up, we saw that. And so in me, it instilled a sense of purpose where I always want to give back or pay it forward to someone else, because I don't think I would have been here without that help. So I felt that sense of duty to pay it forward. That's kind of my purpose too.
I'm a third year med student. Any tips on how to survive? I think the most important thing for third year that I would take away is it can get really easy to let medicine become your life in third year, because in addition to studying, this is the first time in your med school career where you actually have to go to work also. And a lot of people make the mistake in their first couple of rotations of just going all out and, you know, going to work all day, coming home and studying, basically eat, sleep, dream med school. And then by like month 3 of third year, they're just completely burnt out. You don't need to study as much as you think in third year, as long as when you go to work, you show up to work with the intention of learning. It's like, if you want to put 100% into what you're doing, you're going to get a lot more out of it. So if you go to work and you're just half-assing it, like just waiting for the clock to run out and you're not really there to learn, then all the energy you could have spent learning is now going to be wasted. So just put 100% into what you're doing, and that way you'll have more time to actually enjoy your life.
Yeah. Who are some of your favorite music artists?
Cajun Koi, probably one of the best.
Yeah, look them up.
Artists I love, like, inspired me the most, probably say Frank Ocean up there, number 1 for me. He's my number 1 Spotify artist for the past like 4 years. Radiohead, also a big inspiration for me. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Snake Hips.
Love Snake Hips.
SG Lewis.
SG Lewis. I agree with those. Odessa.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Drake. J. Cole.
Any tips for teens? I think the best advice I can give to any teenager would just be, you don't know everything. Honestly, like when I was a teenager, I was like one of those snotty, bratty kids who just thought he knew everything and just was invincible.
I mean, I still don't know everything.
I know.
You'll never.
I know, but
You'll
like the sooner you start to realize that, the faster you can become humble.
That's true.
So
yeah. The sooner you realize that, the sooner your whole world opens, actually.
Yeah.
Humbleness actually opened my eyes much more.
Yeah,
than
definitely.
arrogance ever did.
So
it's a good tip.
It's one thing I'd say. Don't take that the wrong way. You're great. Why are you guys so cool?
That is like, that's like completely contradicting the other question of why we're so hot. Not a question, but I wanted to say your lo-fi album is amazing. Thanks.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate the
How do
streams.
you know it's a bro?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, thanks. We are hoping to drop another lo-fi EP sometime. It's supposed to be this month, but we're having a little bit of difficulty with artwork.
Oh yeah.
If y'all know any artists,
send them our way.
What is your favorite list of games and hobbies?
List of games, like video games?
I think just games. We love games. I love games.
Like video games?
Just any game. Squid games, video games.
I never played Squid Games.
No, I'm just kidding.
Played a lot of video games.
A lot of video games too. I think the first one that we got like really, really into was Age of Empires. That was like the first one I'm like old enough to remember understanding how to play.
Yeah.
I was like 5.
Super Smash Bros.
Smash Bros. Was a good one. Dota, always been a favorite.
Obviously, you know.
Dota from the first Dota, not you know.
Dota Cash, basically.
Dota Cash.
Yeah.
If you know that, yeah.
If you know that, you're real.
If you know that reference, Dota Cash.
You can join us on Pokemon Unite if you want.
We do play Pokemon Unite right now. What are your guys' plans for the future of this channel?
Yeah, that's a good question, because I can't imagine us talking about study tips forever. We're not going to always be students. But the idea of being a lifelong learner is very important to us. And the more we've been doing videos on just study skills, we've realized that studying isn't just about strategies and the brain. There's a more holistic approach. You have to include your body's overall health. To be a good student, you need to achieve health. And so we've been tying more of that into our content, and then just realizing that for all of you who are going on this journey of life with us, that to get to where you want to be, to get to achieve the work that you want to do, to find that happiness, learning is an important cornerstone. We also need to incorporate things like mental health, like cognitive and neuroscience on how to best learn happiness, relationships with people around us. And so we're going to start tying those into our content so that we become a more well-rounded person. And I think that's probably the direction we want to go on in the future.
I think we're done here. Just want to say again, thanks everybody so much. The reason we're here is because of you. And
thank you.
This channel is going to keep growing as long as you'll have us. We have a lot of ideas that we want to lay out. We're super excited. And I hope you guys enjoyed us ranting about nothing. We'll see more of these.
Yeah, this is fun.